Hey guys, here I am camping again, and it was a very last minute quick decision I made, and gratefully there was actually a spot to rent to reserve. So I made a very last minute check, and thankfully there was availability, so I booked it. And yesterday, Friday, January 3rd, 3 o'clock, I said to my employer, look, I'm not done for the day, but I'm getting on the road, and I'll call you if you get an email. And he was like, okay. So I'm back at Lake Livingston. I'm not crazy about the spot I have this time. It's fine, but when I roll out in the morning, I'll videotape and show you where I am and why I surmise is the problem. It's just a minor problem, nothing crazy. I left out so quick Friday. You know, when I was working Thursday and Friday, every now and then I would go throw something in my truck. So Friday, when I threw my last items in the truck, I jumped in and left wearing my slippers. I have been to breakfast this morning. I went shopping at a consignment store. I was there 2.5 hours. That's something else I'll talk about when I get home. I've got a haul to show you guys and to tell you about this consignment shop. Me and my friend Julie have been there before. It's awesome, freaking awesome. I love it. So I thought I would go to a little shop and buy a pair of shoes, but this was fine. This was fine. Yes, that's my toothbrush. I got it right by the door because I brush my teeth when I come in and I brush my teeth when I go out. But it's like the old days overseas when we didn't drink the water. It's not that I don't drink the water here. It's just I only have bottled water. So I'm brushing my teeth with a bottle of water like we did overseas. It's kind of weird. But and my camping hack is my car keys are always right there. Always. I don't put them in my pocket. I don't put them in my purse. They are always there. That way, when there's an emergency or when I need to grab them, I always know where they are. Last night, 4 trucks went off. It might have been 1 or 2, but 4 or 5 times a truck's alarm went off. And the length of time it took for them to turn it off, I can only imagine there was a mad scramble for car keys to go turn off the alarm. But let me swing over here and show you something. Another hack I have. Here's my remote for my space heater. It is always right there. Always. It's not on my bed to get lost. It's not on my bedside table. We'll talk about that. It is always in that basket. And I'm getting a little warm, so I'm going to turn it off and put it right back. I had not a disaster, but I was frustrated with my lanterns. I have 6 of them. There's 3 colored ones, and 3 of these, you pull it and it opens, and you also push another button, and not only is there light up there, there's one on the bottom. I've got 3 of those, and there's another one. I've got a 3rd one of those. So I had 6 lanterns. With 6 lanterns in here, it was at minimum a romantic glow. I'm like, this is not going to work. So I ran down to the Dollar General. This was $8, and I got 2 of them, and they're magnetized together. So they've got a magnet where you can stick on, and you push it once and it turns on the top. You push it again, it turns that on. This, when I come back camping, this is all I need. That is all I need. You can pull one off and walk with it and use it as a flashlight, but this was perfect. I now know that I can take the batteries out of these and put these elsewhere to use in case of emergency somewhere. But there's my garbage can. And so, you know, I'm very glad that I came across those lanterns. Something about my cooler. I normally use a busted, old, even broken cooler. It's half this size. Just imagine half of this size. It's got a telescoping handle and it's on wheels. I usually use that because I eat out breakfast and I'll cook like 1 meal. So I don't need a cooler, a giant cooler. I had this and I'd never used it. My friend Michelle gave me this, and it's great. It's absolutely wonderful, but it's just too much cooler. It's more than I need. And these little flip-off handles, they are a booger to get off. I had to use the the lantern to knock them open because I would have ripped my nails off. But that's full of ice, and it had 2 Diet Dr. Peppers, my berry dessert, and my full pack of sausage and peppers, which I did not get to cook. I am so disappointed. I got the fire going with the firewood that I searched everywhere for. I circled back and forth 6 miles twice, going back and forth trying to find a place, and got firewood, and it would not stay lit. And then when I stood over it, I realized I could hear it sizzling. I'm like, oh, they sold me wet firewood. Now, they could have received it wet. That's possible. And it's also possible that it got wet while sitting outside the gas station. But I gave up, and I forgot to put them in a plastic bag once they cool down. But even if they get rained on tonight, I'm going to put them in a plastic bag, take them home, and they'll dry out, and I'll get to use them again. But man, I've got a full packet in here of sausage and peppers and onions that I'm not going to be able to eat. I had a plate of Cheez-Its for dinner, and then I'm going to have my berry dessert. So I won't die. I won't die. I'm going to watch a movie on Geronimo. I'm learning about Geronimo, which is kind of dumb because I'm in the middle, not even the middle of listening to the Audible book on Catherine the Great. That book is going to take 23 hours to listen to. 23 hours. And I'm almost halfway through it, but I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. What else was I going to tell y'all? I'm loving my camp bed. It's working fine. Now, I'm in it for hours because I go to bed hours early. You know what? I'm going to need this on again and put the oscillating on. It's fine, but after hours and out, it's going to scoop a little bit. Not too bad, but then you got to move your legs left or right, and you hit this. I'm either going to do something, like I even got up in the middle of the night last night and got an extra blanket and quadrupled the thickness. I quadrupled it and put it just right here so that hopefully it'd bring up the center, and it didn't work. But I mean, I'm grateful for it. It's comfortable enough. It's doing its duty. Like if I have guests come over, I will gladly sleep on this and let them sleep in my bedroom. No worries. But I may go back to the pallet, which is fine. I don't mind sleeping on a pallet. It's just fine. And then again, 2 reasons I did not bring the dog with me. Number 1, they would not allow her in the restaurant that I really like going to. I even called ahead and said, I know y'all don't allow dogs, but is it possible, because I'm camping and I don't have a place to keep her and she's small? They're like, no. I mean, I respect that. I understand that they said that they've allowed it before and it caused problems, and I understand no means no. So I just left it at that. And number 2 is there's no way that dog could have slept on here with me, because she likes to sleep. She starts out beside you, and in the middle of the night, you'll wake up and she's down between your ankles, and there's absolutely no way we could have both fit on this. And I didn't do it to her. Lila did it to her. When she first came to live with us, she slept on a pallet. Oops, sorry about that. She slept on a doggy bed in the little foyer by the front door. And Hurricane Harvey happened. And our friend Lila, who was an absolute godsend, she kept Roxy for 2 weeks in an upstairs apartment. She kept her for 2 weeks. She was an absolute godsend. If you've ever lived through a flood and having to gut your home and empty your belongings, you'll know how magnificent that was, that she did that for us. I will forever love and adore her for helping us with that. But because of that, she got spoiled to sleeping in the bed. So she is a bed sleeper. But anyway, and I've never been off subject. Anyway, this is my other camping hack that I'm loving. This is a moving blanket. Yeah, I could have a rug, but I don't want to have to deal with vacuuming a rug and keeping it clean, and a rug is heavier than this. This is not heavy at all. It's very light, but it's durable. And I stole this from somebody gave me 2 of them to use while transporting something. They didn't say they wanted them back, but I planned on giving them back. Maybe I'll return one. I'm telling you, this space heater is good. It is so good. When it gets to its coldest tonight, which might be 45 degrees, which is really not bad, I may turn that on and set the 2-hour timer on it so that while I'm asleep it'll cycle off. But this has been great, and you see my power cord. I've got my electric blanket, my space heater, and my phone charger in it, and it comes right in at what's called the socket pocket, or the pocket socket, something like that. But anyway, I have thoroughly enjoyed my day. I had a good night last night. I got here, and because I knew it was probably going to rain, and I didn't have my firewood yet, I just went ahead and staged everything in here, because if it was going to rain, I couldn't have it outside and get wet. So now that I can't cook because the firewood is wet, I've got all my cooking supplies already sitting on the tailgate of my truck, and it's upside down, so if it gets rained on, it won't seep inside it. And anywho, that's that. Today I got up and went and had breakfast, and very proud of myself. I didn't even eat the whole thing. I didn't get the typical big breakfast, but I was surprised that the 3 pieces of bacon that came with it went from one end of the plate, hung over one end of the plate, hung over the other side of the plate. I ate 1.5 of those, but thoroughly enjoyed my visit. It's called Lone Star Charlie's. That's what it's called. It's in Livingston. And then I went to the consignment shop, and I was there for 2.5 hours. I spent $76, and I have absolute treasure that I'm just really, really thrilled about. But I'll do a haul, because some of them is stuff that I plan to do something with. Y'all know me. I'll get something, and I'm in shorts. Don't worry, I'm wearing shorts. I'll get something and use it for something it's totally not intended for, and that's what I'm going to do with some of those. But a couple of them are gifts for people, and when you see it, you got to claim it, because you're going to know it's for you. But I was there for, 2.5 hours. And then I went on the hunt for firewood, and I went back and forth. Can you believe I went to a gas station and they did not have any firewood? And I said, "Where's your ATM?" And they pointed to it. I went and put my card in it, and it was not an ATM. It was some sort of cash awards machine, and the guy had to manhandle and rip my card out of it. I was so mad. Oh, I was mad. But anyway, he pointed to the real ATM, and I just left. I was like, forget it. So I went to Browder's Marina and used their ATM and bought the befuddled firewood. Anyway, I'm really disappointed because I smell my sausage in there. I'm fine. I had some snacks, and later I'm going to have my blueberries. They're real blueberries in blueberry yogurt with a big fat spoonful of whipped cream. That's my treat that I absolutely love, so I'm looking forward to that later. That's what I did today. Did I do anything else? I don't think I went anywhere else. Tomorrow morning, I will load everything up, and I'll videotape as I go out to show you why I'm not crazy about this spot where I am. And one I like is several that way, and I didn't realize it was not the same, but it's not a big deal. But I will head out, and I will go to the Whistle Stop Cafe like I did last time and have breakfast. Then I will head home, unless I see something on the side of the road I want to stop and look at. So anyway, good night, y'all. I'll talk to you all in the morning. Bye. Good morning. It is Sunday, the 5th, January 5th. And I said I was going to do a video rolling out. And one ear is clogged. And I can barely hear myself. And I know I'm whispering. But look at this. So many people moved out. I could not believe I woke up. I got up at 8. Well, I didn't get out of the tent till like 8:40. But I was surprised that they had bugged out. But this is what I wanted to show y'all about why I think this is not as good as a spot as the last one. If you recall, it's my trash I got to drop off as I leave. As you recall, I've shown a video before where there was lots of trees in between the spots. Well, this spot, there isn't. And I think over the years they have fallen. People probably cut them down to use for firewood, which is not allowed out here. But there is noticeably less vegetation vegetation between the campsites, because you can see the concrete pad there where RVs pull up. So I had a full view of my neighbors. Same over here. You know, they were right there. It's not that anybody was staring at anybody, but you can see this is like a considerable depletion of vegetation between the campsites, as there was at the one previously. I have a feeling I know why. I think these are the most used campsites, and whether they're in an RV or not, I think it has everything to do with the proximity of the restrooms and showers. I think that has something to do with it, for the fact that these are the most commonly used sites. That somebody said a long time ago on a YouTube video I watched, that during the pandemic, when this is weird trying to talk and I cannot hear out of one side of my head. Whew, this is weird. They said that the campsites were so packed because you couldn't do anything during the pandemic, but you could go outside. So people camped, and around the state parks, there was a shortage. Look at the trees everywhere, and we're in Livingston. I mean, this is a lumber place, okay? There's not a shortage of wood, but the places selling wood locally would run out quickly, and people were chopping down trees rather than waiting for the resupply. I specifically remember somebody saying that, and I getting kind of a kick out of it, because one of the first times I went camping, I thought to myself, man, that tree is dead. It's already dead. I could probably use that as firewood. But I pulled out my camp map that has all the rules on it. It was like rule number 3. You know, you are not to burn any vegetation in this park. I mean, I think it's federal property. I think. I am turning on the AC. It is 70 degrees. I am sweating.
But she began her reign with...
I had to turn off Catherine the Great because I got my Bluetooth on. I've been listening to her. Hit that. Wow, I am sweating. And I'm really surprised. I did not realize this till last night, but all the racket that was going on night before last, I think it was that truck, because it was like really close. And then another one that way, the alarm going off constantly. That's a park host. They live there. Anyway, let's go dump my bag of trash. And then I'm going to do like I did last time. I'm going to head to the Whistle Stop Cafe, which is the cafe that is right across from the courthouse in downtown Livingston. Isn't this a beautiful day? I wish it was chilly. I don't like, and my t-shirt is stained, and it's too hot to wear the sweatshirt over it that I had planned to wear. And I've got dirt all over it from folding up a wet tent and stowing everything. Isn't it funny how you pack to go somewhere, and when you pack to go home, you've got stuff left over? Like, I used a ton of bungee cords to keep everything secure, because I don't have lids on most of these tubs that I carry my supplies in. And I use bungee cords to keep it, because I don't want them to catch a sail going down 59 North. I don't want them to fly off. And so, in a case of rain, I use a big plastic trash bag, tightly bungee cord around, because you know how it is when you have plastic in the bed of your truck. Just the slightest breeze is going to catch it. It is going to catch it, and you'll be pulling over several times. Well, come in, and also I put bungee cords around the back of the tubs. That way they don't slide to the front of the bed, because I am too old and too tired to be climbing in the bed of the truck, and I am too short to reach them. Of course, I guess I can use my new step ladder. But anyway, I used all the bungee cords to secure them tight, also to secure them from sliding, and I just put 3 in the bed in the back seat, 3 that was left over. So, oh, I hope I didn't lose my bag. We got people in my way. Good grief. And they are waiting. Let's just go to another. Oh boy. Here we go. Are you... I'll just go to another can. They're everywhere. And I'm going to turn the AC down. I slept okay. I this morning I've made the decision to give up on the camp bed. It's great the first few hours. I mean, it's great that you don't have to haul yourself up from the ground. It is great. It's perfectly comfortable. I don't know if there's another one on. You turn right to exit, and I don't know that there's another skip there or not. So I'm just going to go down to campsites here. I've made the decision to give up on it because the first few hours is good, but then after that, maybe if I was 90 pounds, it would be fine, but I'm not. So I'm going to give up on that, and I'm going to go to. I turned this way the wrong way. There's a can. And it was pitched. Man, everybody's gone. Everybody's gone. That was absolutely packed the other night. But let's see. I'm gonna pull here and throw my trash away, and then circle through. There's the lake. Isn't it pretty? Who says that? Y'all know Vanessa, the housekeeper? She goes, that pretty. No, she says, how pretty. Let's throw the trash away. Cock-a-doodle-doo. I hope it's still here because I was driving a little too fast. Whew. Whew. That's a relief. Oh boy. I've got one hand and I need to open this. Dang it. I hate having to do that. Here we go. Alright, y'all going for the ride. Caution, do not play on, in, or around this container. Alright, here's hoping. Here's hoping the tailgate catches that and so it doesn't fly. Let's roll. I have been listening to the Audible book, Catherine the Great, and I usually use Hoopla, but I went to borrow Catherine the Great on Hoopla, and I had exceeded my borrows for the month. I'm allowed 8 a month, and I was thrilled that I have no issue with that. No issue that I hit my limit because I just went over to Audible. As an Amazon Prime, I don't know how many credits you get a month, but I know I had 1 credit, and to read Catherine the Great, it was 1 credit or $18. So I would never have paid $18 to listen to a book. It's supposed to be drive, Sarah, not neutral. Okay, let's. Anybody coming? No. Is this a campsite? I don't see a sign saying it is. It's a parking lot. I think it's a parking lot. Yeah, but you can drive through, looks like. It's a parking lot for people who are launching boats. See, there's spaces everywhere. Let me go back the way I was going just to continue the loop through. It's really so pretty here. What is that? Oh, it's canoes. Let's see. Oh, wow. Very nice. Anybody coming? No. Let's go through. And before I bought my camp bed, when I bought the camp bed, I thought that was going to solve everything. No. Only thing it solved is I have a place to sleep when I have company come. Excuse me. By 4 o'clock, I was so uncomfortable. I mean, I was in a little bit of pain. I was not doing good. So before I saw the camp bed, I had thought about getting 2 orthopedic dog beds because I was like, that looks bigger than half of a twin bed. Does that make sense? Like like half the length of a twin bed, but wider. I thought when I saw an extra large one, I said to myself, I wonder if that would be comfortable to sleep on if it was longer, like you put two together, and then I could put my fitted sheet over it. So, am I coming to a dead end? No, I think this circles through. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to get 2 extra large orthopedic dog beds and try that out, because I think that'll be sufficient cushion between my hip bones and the ground. Not just yet, though. I am, now that it's January, I'm starting to sock away money to pay my taxes. And then once that's done, then I'm going to be getting quotes on replacing my back fence. It's leaning over at a 45-degree angle or more by now. So I've got to keep that secure because we got a little fur bullet that at the first opportunity will launch herself through any opening, because she's got it so bad, because her home life is just so awful. That's not true. She just cannot resist temptation. She loves people so much. When she sees people at the park across the street or somebody jogging with the dog, she can't stand it. She will find a way. It's a pretty secure gate, but if the wind blows the gate open just a little, that's all she needs to get her big nose through there, and she gone. I was hoping my ear would pop open by now. Ugh. My goodness, it's 10 o'clock. Why am I even bothering? Maybe I should just head home and eat somewhere else, but I sure like that Whistle Stop Cafe, and the people watching is grand. I don't even know where to go on the way home. I like Lone Star Charlie's, but I've already been. Man, it's such a risk to try a new place. Okay. So I'm going to exit the park, and I don't know. I'm going to look at my map and see what's up. So I hope y'all enjoyed this foolishness.